Okay, it's been a while. Yesterday we went with the babies and my friend to explore the routes and what transportation I'll be using to go to school, starting next Monday. And it was quite an experience because it was we had to take a train, and in that train when we entered there was a lady with her son. He seemed to be disabled in many ways, but like probably blind too, and he was an adult too. So she was there with him. They were eating cookies and drinking juice on the table that is provided between the seats, and they had a little chihuahua between them. And of course my baby girl, she saw the chihuahua and she was not really happy about it. And but that doggy, like, I really don't like chihuahuas. They're not my favorite dog because from my childhood I remember all my neighbors chihuahuas were always like all the time, like in the apartment complex we lived in with my sister growing up. So I didn't really have good opinion about them. They were like really like nasty, kind of like naggy, like loud dogs. But this one was so cute. And my baby girl got really, she was like sitting on the edge of the seat and she was like ready to scream and cry if she had to. But that lady kept assuring her that it's okay, and she held the dog on the other side so my baby girl doesn't see it. But it was really cute to see like people travel with their dog in the train. And then we caught a bus to take us to school, and the school grounds were so beautiful, so peaceful, so divine. It was just so peaceful. It's like a park with buildings, and in between the buildings there are like really nicely grown grass areas and trees. And we even saw a squirrel that was just like playing on the tree up and down and chasing some pine cones. Or it was just really cute. So the babies were like, oh, and of course it ran away from them, but it was really really sweet. And everybody on campus that we talked to they were really nice, like very friendly people. And where I had to activate my identity, my student card, so that it works with the trains and the buses. And they the place where I activate the card and you get your ID card is in the gym, and the front desk of the gym. And over there they in there you see a pool, and there's like a jacuzzi kind of thing, like with like water sprinkling splashing inside too. And there's like those equipments for gym equipments there. And it was saying that yoga classes canceled May 1st or whatever. And I was like, this is so cool. They have yoga classes, they have swimming pool inside there, and like different things. They had like that wall with you can climb on it, where like you hook yourself with a rope. And it was just really cool. I was like, I asked them, so if my kids can come in, and they're like, nobody under 18 can come. I'm like, dang it. My boys will be really happy to come if they could. But that was really nice. And we helped back on the bus. Yeah, we helped back on the bus, and they were so tired at that point, and they fell asleep in the bus on the way back to the station. And but like I saw Temple Square, like Salt Lake City Temple Square. I saw it, and it looked nothing. I mean, nothing like what I remember as a missionary back in 2003, 2005. And the temple is being renovated, and they took the spires out, and the angel Morona is out. So everything is wrapped up, and you cannot really see like the construction, and you could see like elevators going up and down on the outer skeleton of the structure around the temple. And they kind of like isolated it, put like a wall between that construction and of the temple renovation and the tabernacle and the assembly hall. Like some of the temple square was still there, but all those like buildings that nothing was there. So and the bus was slow, so I could see it, look around, and um, it was. And I saw so many different people. I saw a bunch of in one street there was like a bunch of it seems to be like homeless people to me, because they had like loaded shopping carts with covered things inside that you cannot see, and they were just around next to a wall, gathering together and like talking, chatting there. And on another street I saw there, I guess there was like a live comedy show, like stand comedy, I think. I saw those big buildings of the church office building. I saw the Joseph Smith Memorial Building. I saw the Lion House, and next to the Beehive House I saw. It was just like I was there long time ago, and it just brought me memories. Like it's like I'm home, but like the dynamics in the business of the city just takes all those peaceful Temple Square area places, just takes it like that's like oasis of peace and quiet and beauty and memories and spirituality. And then there's the bus and the driver and everybody around you and all the commotion of the city. We even managed to see a car accident. Two cars were, the fronts were smashed, and there was a police car there and an ambulance. And this is not the first time. I've been here for less than a month now, and I saw so many crashes, so many car accidents. A car that crashed into the police car, so the police car was bending on the side, much like the accident I had with when somebody crashed into my car on the side. It, it was like that, but it was a police car that was smashed. And I saw other cars smashed on the intersections. That usually happens on the intersections, and so that makes me a little bit nervous about driving here. But I'll be working on getting driving lessons here by summer, and by the end of summer, and see how school goes first. And it was just an adventure. It was really an adventure. I saw all kinds of people. I saw people that were white collar shirt people. I saw people with normal clothes. I saw lots of students. We passed by the University of Utah. Lots of students in and out. It's a big university, and lots of kiddos, students with bikes and walking around and taking the bus like me. It was just really fun and refreshing to see all those colleges and universities we passed by. And my college is kind of like further away out of the commotion of the downtown, and this beautiful green area with just residential area, like just housings there around. And I noticed the houses and how they're arranged next to each other with their lawns, and I'm pretty sure some of them are just hosting students for rental. And some houses looked really old and ancient. Some houses looked really modernized, like renovated, but still the same old style. It was interesting to see all kinds of people coming in and out of the bus. The trees are blooming here. All trees are blooming now. That spring is finally here. When we first came, it was snowing. We saw snow on the ground the first few days. Now it's nice and warm outside. I have to get used to the 70 Fahrenheit is like a nice weather. That's how much we keep it in this house, I think. And then everything below that is, for me, it's cold. But yesterday was really nice. I was with short sleeve outside, and the babies were with just t-shirts and pants, and they were just fine. There was a strong wind that was really warm too. So I'm adjusting to the climate too, and so far nobody has been sick. Nobody has been endangered with like some kind of germ or anything. And the kids go to school every day. They enjoy it there. My fourth grader, he's finishing fourth grade. He finished fourth grade in Japan, but he's finishing fourth grade here now. and they're gonna have like a, what is it called, Mountain Man Rendezvous tomorrow, which is like an all-day activity. I'm not too sure if it's on the school grounds, but parents are invited to stay. Oh, it's not tomorrow, actually. It's next week Wednesday. So I'll probably go with him and the twins before I head to school. The only thing, I'm excited to go to school, and people are really nice on the campus. I'm just, the trip from A to B is like over an hour because you have to change lines and things. But I could use that time to study or to catch up with whatever I'm reading. I don't know. The train seems really shaky, and I get motion sick a lot. But it's really good experience to see, and you can talk to people on the trains. People are really friendly. People would like, there was one person who clearly worked for the trains, because the person who was checking tickets and stuff, like, he was like, bye, whatever, he called him by name, see you next time. And he was probably one of those people who drive the trains, but he was with white shirt on, and he was with those earbuds talking to somebody on the phone. But like, he stopped and he looked at the twins, because we were like over the next seats, and he was like, are they twins? And I'm like, yeah. And he said, oh, I have a coworker who has also twins, boy and a girl, and they just turned 4. How old are those guys? And I'm like, they're 3. He's like, oh, okay, so almost the same age, so cute. And I'm like, yeah, it's usually double the trouble. He's like, yeah, I bet. So it just, talking to random people, and everybody in the bus, when they come out, they say thank you. They just yell thank you to the driver, and he says you're welcome. Some bus drivers are really passive and they don't talk much to the people, but there was this bus driver that made my baby girl a little bit upset, because she was standing up on the seat to look through the window and see outside, and before he closed the door of the bus and started driving, he was like, now make sure now everybody's sitting down. So the bus, when it's in motion, it's shaking. And then we told Kalea, my baby girl, sit down, baby. And so she was really not happy about it. She was like this kind of face, but it's okay, I understand that the guy really cares about the kids being safe. He was kind of like this kind of like chatterbox kind of guy. Like, he would say people to kind of like a bossy kind of guy, but it's okay. There are all kinds of bus drivers. One bus driver gave us, passed some kind of coupons, $5 off of some, I don't know what it was even. What was it? It was something really. What is it? Walk in, no appointment needed. Sister's eyebrow threading, something like that. Just really cute. So he was just passing it out to everybody, and so he gave me one. I was like, thank you. So there are all kinds of drivers of buses and all kinds of people, and some ignore you in the bus, some are just doing their own business and on the phone. And my babies took a nap in the bus as well, so that was really really fun. And then when I came home, the boys were not home, so I was like, where are the boys? And then the neighbor that befriended them, because he also collects Pokemon cards. They met up, and he came here, and I guess they exchanged cards. So my oldest son gave him some Japanese cards that he has doubles, and that boy gave him his cards, like 2 or 3 of his cards. And my son was so happy, because he finally has a friend that he has the same interest. And then that boy, the neighbor's boy, actual, I guess, older sister, took them to get some pizza and took them to the park. So when they came home cheerfully and happy, even though I was really worried about them, because I don't know the neighbors, I don't know their contact number, things like that. And, I was worried. But they came home here happy and cheerful, and they were like, we ate Pizza Hut and drank root beer. I'm like, oh, that sounds like really great. But we just finished dinner here with the rest of the house, and our dinner was yummy too. They're getting used to, I of course we still have ramen in the house, and we eat noodles especially on Saturday and Sunday lunchtime. But we try new things, and what people cook here. And I noticed that a lot of the food has inside cream cheese, oh my gosh, sour cream. I love sour cream, and cottage cheese, and like milk, and white sauce. So those are really, once you know how to make white sauce, it's pretty much in a lot of meals. And some of the meats that you buy from Costco, for example, are already seasoned, and so you just have to, from the freezer, defreeze it, leave it outside, and then you bake it. It's really, really good. You can eat it with pasta, with rice. We tend to eat rice at night a lot for dinner, because that's how it's always been. Like when I came home from work in Japan, I just start the rice and start taking up the laundry and all that, and then cook the dinner. So here is the same thing. So we had lots of rice, and we buy it from Costco, and my oldest son helped me to see which rice is the sticky rice. Not because here rice is different. It's not sticky. It's hard to eat, and it doesn't really taste the same. And so, but the Japanese rice is sticky, and you can put that in the rice cooker, which my sister ordered from Japanese Amazon to come here to this house. And it was really helpful, because that rice cooker is really good. It's not like the Japanese one, but it does the job. It's really good. And yeah, so it's really, really, it's been adjusting and great. But it's becoming more real that mom is going to be with a backpack also, and going to school, and my classes are in the evenings, so I will probably leave before the boys come even home, and come home like after 9-10, because my classes are really late, until late, for the month of May. And the babies are doing really good. They're really great. They're really warmed up by now, with the wonderful people we live with. And the boys are helpful, with the babies as well. They play with them. And yeah, it's been great. We have 2 tomato plants planted outside, and we take good care of them and water them twice a day, because here it's so dry. Everything dries out really fast. So make sure I water them in the morning, and in the afternoon or the evening as well. It's time for the grass to be cut, like, what do you call it, mower, with a mower. And I guess the boys will learn how to do that too. And because there's lots of grass around here, and people, I saw neighbors already putting their sprinklers on to make the place green, but it's really beautiful. The spring here is so pretty. Lots of trees are blooming in white and pink, and like hot pink, and like purplish, like violet color. And then all those flowers are replaced with like green, like really, really rich green, like this kind of green afterwards. And it just looks like spring, like summer already. From the cold, rapidly became warm. And from what I see in the broadcast, the weather, it's gonna be rainy next week. Starting from Thursday, it's gonna be rainy all the way till, I don't know, the beginning of next week. So I think we need rain here a lot. It doesn't rain so much from what I hear, so people don't really use umbrellas and stuff like that. But I think, I mean, I have like a waterproof jacket I can use, and pants that my clothes from Japan. But I'm not worried about it. But the kids, if they come home soaking wet, they'll come home soaking wet, and that's it. They'll just change their clothes, and that's it. And we have to establish routines, and my mommy is gone and stuff like that. But that's what it is for now. And it's been an emotional roller coaster, because there's a lot of adjustment, and there's like new things to learn every day. But it's in every new place you go to, it's like that. And to be honest, I've been living in Japan on my toes all the time anyways. There is never a moment where you can feel like comfortable and like take a deep breath. And I mean, especially I think anywhere you are with kids is like that. Anywhere, if I move to Bulgaria, it would be the same thing. Like I would be always on my toes with what to do and how to. With kids, it's always, yeah, lots of people involved, and lots of new things learned, and so it's like that. But I'm grateful that prayers are answered in so many different magical ways, and lots of people have been involved in helping contacting us and inviting us over, and showing up here and helping as much as they can, because everybody knows what it's like to move in a new place. And when we go to church, they have lots of young people there. They're friends with my boys, and they're really, really nice people. The babies absolutely love their nursery teachers. They're a really, really sweet couple, and they have lots of toys there. So they haven't even had the chance to explore all the toys, and they have already their favorites. So it's really great. And I leave them there. They don't cry for me, and the boys have different classes, and they have activities during the week as well with primary and with young men. So it's really great. I'm just really grateful. And people would offer a rides to the boys to church and back, bring them, because church is not too far, but walking distance is really, really steep uphill. So one time I walked with my third boy last week, Tuesday, and oh, I was out of breath. It was really, really, really hard to walk because it's not too far, but it's really straight up. And on the way back down was really hard because you just have to walk with the brakes on, kind of. And it's a good exercise, that's for sure. People don't use bikes here. You just can't. You just can't. But I noticed people have on their cars like an extra rack where you can put your bikes, and then they go somewhere in the mountain and then they ride their bikes there, and then they put them back on the car, and then they go back home. So it's really interesting. There's no streets that are like straight here. Everything is up and down and up and down. It reminds me of when we lived in Belfast for a year, and with my first boy being months old, we went to Londonderry, and that's how it was. It was like always ups and downs nonstop, and that's how here is as well. So good exercise. So the boys walk to school, and it's really good exercise. It's very close by the river. There is a river that rushes the water really fast, and now the mountain tops are still with snow, but the snow is slowly melting, and so people are ready for floods. They have lots of sandbags around their homes. Okay, baby boy. So yeah, it's something that people are aware of, the snow melting in big, for short time, a lot amount of water. And so anyways, I gotta go. But that's all for today. Bye.